Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, there is coffee time. Third coffee time. Okay, Kevin. Getting coffee as well. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Mm. Kathy, go make some coffee. We'll wait for you. Hey, Jesse, how you guys doing? Kevin, guys, good morning. I know there's people and there's different evenings and times of days, but for me here in Los Angeles, it is 9:02 a.m. Lezon Manuel di Sol. Oh, hello, welcome. Hi. Hello from France? Yes? Oui. Merci. Fresh ED209. Oh, yeah, right? My wife got me this shirt. Isn't that dope? People go, oh, is that Wally? I'm like, what? No, it's not. Oh, you're looking forward to this? Yeah. What we're doing is kind of very similar. I need the jump. Got up a little bit this morning, being a little lazy. I made my breakfast and I wanted to get the paints mixed up. We're gonna do the same thing. We're going to literally you're itching for. Well, what happened was that was a test fit. My friend Cassie was over and she helped me get in the costume, and so it was my first time putting it back on it since I made some adjustments to it. And I put it on. There's some things I noticed need to be adjusted. So the strapping on the legs need to be fixed, and the abdominal things is too short. It needs to be higher up. So I'm going to make some modifications today, and I got to change the shoulder straps that hook to the chest, the abdomen thing. So that needs to be tweaked. But other than that, yeah, it looks great. I'm really happy with it. Just I haven't been in it in years, and I'm so glad that I made some adjustments so it does move a little bit better. Side effects. Man, side effects. It's been a while. How you doing, man? What's up? Again, that's Twitch. If you want to, if you guys are watching this on Twitch, thank you so much for watching. I have my chat open on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't see the Twitch chat, but thank you so much. Side effects. If you want to come over and chat, please jump over to YouTube and say hi, guys. Thank you so much. Oh. Oh. So again, everybody, I'm so glad I kept my list. So I have my list of colors. I made from when Tim was painting, and I'm going to do the same thing. I got the Borg head. If you guys can see really quickly. Originally, I painted it white, and the shows are really pale. And I was just lazy, so I painted it white and then just put white makeup on my face. But it needs, I'm trying to upgrade it, and I want to make it like more organic. Like I want to do the spatter technique, and I want to take the Iwata airbrush today. I got from Spraygunner. Again, Spraygunner, thank you so much. And we're using Createx's Tim Gore's Bloodline paints, and let me take this opportunity to get a shout out for Spraygunner for hooking me up with the Iwata. And the Iwata airbrush is just a really nice precision airbrush. I do have to fire on the compressor. The compressor is loud, so I haven't turned it on yet. So we're going to hold off on that because it goes brrrr. I think it's a bit early to wake up my family with a compressor. So, but we will in a second here. But I'm getting this guy up. And I also got to dial down the pressure a little bit. I think it's a little bit too high right now. So I will do that as well, dial down. But this is Iwata. Again, thank you so much, Spraygunner. Dan over at Spraygunner hooked me up. I met Dan at, hold on, I got it, St. Pete Con in Florida. So we got chat, and he's such a good guy. And he's also just a full-blown nerd and costume maker. And but let me go ahead and show you what I'm doing right now. As you can see, here, take a little step out of the way. I'm masking the head. It needs to be just a little bit better. There we go. I'm just getting ready to spatter it with some paint. because my plan is to spatter it with paint, and then I'm gonna take the airbrush and do veins on it, but I'm gonna do some blue and red veins on it, just to kind of give it a little bit more organic. Because this Borg is a combination of the TV show Borg and the First Contact Borgs, which they actually made some great suits. They sculpted them, which I don't know who did those. I'm really curious. Now I gotta think about that. Was that Todd Masters? Maybe I think they maybe shot that in Canada. If they shot that in Canada, it's probably Todd Masters. Yeah, it was at Eddie's and get a chance to go see Todd Masters' shop. It is black. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Just trying to minimize the paint spattering on it as much as possible. Although you probably won't see most of it anyway. All right. But we're not gonna do it with an airbrush. I'm just gonna take a chip brush and just spatter it because I'm impatient today. All right, yeah, I think that's it. Good. All right. So guys, let me catch up. Bartito Rex has some great recent reviews on quiet compressors. Oh, really? Yeah, I know. There's some pretty good quiet compressors. Oh, Manuel. God, I wish I could speak French. If I can translate this stuff. Merci beaucoup. Merci. I wish I could speak. I don't. Oh, are you playing? No, not really. I mean, it can't. It's like I made it to fit snug to my head, and that's part of the appeal to it. I like it, but you can't. No, the only thing to make it fit looser is make my head smaller. So, hey, Friction Factory, how you doing, man? Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. Thank you. Is there a way to translate chat? I wonder if I could do that. Hold on. Yeah. Oh well. Whew. All right, so what we have today, I'm gonna take a little bit of those. I have these small cups, and I'm going to add some water to them. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta grab the paints really quick. I tried to copy and paste, but it wouldn't let me. I know, Kevin. It's like I can do it when people make comments, and in different countries and different language. I just translate it and write them back in their language. If anybody writes any comments on my YouTube in different languages, I always try to translate it, see what they say, and then translate it and say, answer their question back in their language. Because I like the fact they went through the trouble to write to me, another country, another language. I always appreciate that. Oh, it's Portuguese. Oh, it's Portuguese. Portuguese, yes. It's not French, it's Portuguese. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. So right now, I'm going to fish out the colors that I need. We have some blue. Yeah, I got some blue right here. Got blue. We got vascular green. Vascular green. Vascular green. Vascular green. Vascular. We have vascular violet. We have that. Oh, we need that. That's good. Got it. We need vascular green. Vascular green. I love these colors names. Oh, vial green. Sorry. Vial green, vascular red, right? Vascular violet. Got it. Some of the Spanish. Okay. Oh, here from. Oh, hey, Trevor. How you doing, Trevor from the UK? How you doing? It's like dinner time for you guys, right? It's like about 5 or 6 out there. Vascular violet. Oh, yellow, a little yellow, right? Here's some yellow. Got some yellow. Fantastic. Surgery Sienta. Hold on. Surgery Sienta. Surgery. Surgery Sienta. Blunt trauma. Surgery Sienta. Oh, there it is. Surgery Sienta. And we need coagulated crimson. Coagulated crimson. Right there. Perfect. Oh, Beck goes, I'm watching the car. Time to go to camp and drink. All right, Beck. Kevin, with this fun, I was wondering, did you purchase the Tim Gore video from Stan Winston School? No, sir, I did not. As a matter of fact, I thought I was going to have to do that, but I was able to type in Tim Gore on YouTube, and he has a really good video on just painting a rubber mask. I'm sure it's not as detailed as probably on the Stan Winston thing he does, but I want this the basics of flesh color and stuff, and he really just, Tim goes through it, shows his technique on how to paint a rubber mask, and that's exactly what I needed. So if you guys want to follow Tim Gore, it's on the Cratex. I think Cratex put the video. It's a Cratex video of him pushing his bloodline. So if you just type Tim how to paint a rubber mask. Oh, long drive back. Sorry. All right. Oh, blunt force trauma. That's what I need. And coagulated crimson and blunt trauma umber. Blunt trauma umber. Blunt trauma umber. Blunt vascular violet. I might use this for a vein color. Hold on, I like the blunt trauma. Oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna find this blunt trauma. Come on, blunt trauma. Decay. Come on, blunt trauma drama. Dude, I just saw it. Blunt trauma. There it is. Got it. Okay. So, this is his bloodline. Yeah, here's the thing. I think there's, I'm a little confused. I know he has a thing called Bloodline, and then there's another set called Lifeline. And I'm like, I wanted that too, which I was trying to find it, but what I'm doing, I'm probably going to reach out to Cratex and if they can send that to me. That'd be great, because I'm having trouble finding it, and when I did find it, it's really expensive. Which I think somebody just got it and jacked up the price on it, so I might try to talk to somebody else about that, because it just seemed really expensive for a small set of bottles. All right. Oh, I'm jealous. Apparently, Becky, you've been talking to me a lot about Rio. Becky's like, what? You're going to Rio? Becky has turned me on to something. While I'm in Rio, there is, which is funny. It came through Los Angeles. It was called Empire Strikes Back. It's a burlesque show of Empire Strikes Back, but done through burlesque. And I've heard nothing but great things. People say the costumes, the sets are just amazing. And it's really worth seeing. And it came through LA, but I just missed it. But it's apparently it's playing in Rio where I'm going to be at. So on my downtime, I might slip over there and catch the show. Just cooked some fresh fish now. I see bones in there. I gotta fish them out. I hate that. Oh, dude. I just eat it and go like this and spit them out. Oh, these Grimdark Paints videos have been popping up in my feed. Good stuff. Oh, good. Excellent. Oh. All right. So now, let me get some. I have some water, right? I do. I get a cup, get some water, and let's mix up my colors really quick. So let's go jump over to the paint table. Come, guys, come with me. Here we go. Get some water. Let's move this one. So I'm going to do just a little bit of water in each of these little guys. I don't need a lot. These little plastic trays, I have these, and I don't have any more, so I'm so cheap that when I use these, I just clean them out and use them again. I know people buy these and just throw them out, but if you're just using acrylic paint, or like using airbrush paints like this, it's just so thin, you can just wash them out really easy. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm adding just a little water, because we're going to spat all this stuff on, so I don't need a lot. And hold on, let's get a clean one here. Oh, I think each one needs little drops of reducer in them too. So let me wait, hold on. Hey, let's catch up with chat really quick. Hey, Moscato K. How you doing, man? Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. Hey, David, how you doing, man? Hello. It's not cheap. It's frugal. Okay. Noted. You're right. I'm being very frugal. When it comes to hospitals for my ankle, I saved every pill cup and right, Kathy? I keep all that stuff. I keep everything. It drives my wife crazy. But I do. I keep all, because you know why? I always end up using it. All right, before we start adding a couple drops of these to the water, I need to get some reducer real quick over here. Let me grab it real quick. Got some reducer, a couple drops. Let's do 2 drops. All right, now we take our colors. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to do it, and I'm gonna dye the and put them in the order that I'm supposed to apply them in. So let's start with the blue real quick. I'm going to shake this up. Oh, and of course I have a chip brush And I'm going to do the Tim Gore thing. I'm just going to go, just flip it with my finger. Come on. And just do a couple of drops. Oh, has this been opened? It has not been opened here. Oops. Really quickly, everybody, while I'm adding drops to the watered down, reduced water for my paints, I want to let people know that I am actually rushing to get this costume done. This is an old Borg costume I made it 2015, and I haven't worn it since, and so I pulled it out and modified it to get it to fit my body, and I happily say it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I got everything tweaked and fixed up now, so I was invited to be a judge at a contest for Creation Entertainment for their Star Trek convention in Vegas, and I realized if I'm going there, I need to break out my Borg costume. So that's what I'm doing. And I wanted to wear it. And this is not reacting the same as I thought it would do. There it goes. Okay. Get that nice and thin, blue. All right, we got blue. And the next color, okay, so blue is first. That's first. And let's see, let's go back to what's the next color is violet green. Yeah. Again, the thing I like about these paints is you hear it rattling. They have something in there, so when you shake it, it actually shakes the paint up. Hey, the modifier. Hey, man, how you doing? Everybody, real quickly, my dear friend, the modifier in chat. Modifier, I have the Mega Man helmet almost done. I got to shoot the intro and outro, and it's almost all done. And I realized I started to load some music, and for some reason, I'm downloading my music from my computer into my editing program, my Adobe Premiere, and it just disappears. I can't find it, so I got to figure out what's going on. So I try to get my buddy John, when he's available, to come on and help me, because he's really good. He's a professional editor, so he'll give me some assistance of where to find the music, so I can drop the music in. But once I get that video done, I'll send it to you, and you can watch it over, and then we can get that damn pattern and get that in my shop. Let's get back to putting patterns in my shop again. It's been way too long. So anyway, and guys, my friend the modifier is building an alien pilot from the original Alien movie, which is super cool. Yeah. I think, yeah, he 3D printed it too, right? Oh, Daniel says he's out with his mom right now. All right, a couple drops of this green. All right, perfect. Stir around, fantastic. We got green, all right. So then we move on to, so wait, the blue's done, green's done. So when these guys are done, let's set these down for now. Over here. Because I will easily get confused. That happens a lot. Then we have vascular violet. No, that's not it. There's vascular violet. Oh, wait a minute. Dave said I did my first foam build this year. What is it? What'd you build? Trust me, it's going to be one of many. Once you build something out of foam and you find out how fun it is, it's hard to quit. Ooh, man, that stuff. This paint is strong. Like one drop almost was enough. Here, let me. Yeah, I think one was plenty. Oof, that's a strong color, man. That's the thing about these paints is they're so thin, but they're really concentrated. So once you know, it's like, yeah, pretty strong stuff. You know, this might make a good vein color too. Let's keep this out. So let's set this over here for a vein color. Yeah. And the vascular violet. And now we're gonna go to some yellow, right? Just a little umber here. Got that. That makes it. I'm trying to put these paints in order so I don't get confused. The yellow and Surgery Santa. Yeah, right here. Well, I think just one drop's enough. Look at that, man. Yeah, that's plenty, Ted. You don't need more than that. Paint's so strong. Oof. Right, hold on. And then we have two more colors. Surgery Santa and the coagulated crimson right here, right? Two drops that. I want to tell you people right now what's fun is that I was working on that feral ghoul costume and I was really close to getting it done, and then something like this pops up. This happens all the time. This is why my house gets filled with more than one project at the same time. And I know I'm not the only person this happens to, so it just coagulated crimson and then blunt force trauma. Is this the blunt trauma? So where's the blunt trauma? Oh, here it is. This is it. Is it? Blunt trauma? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, we're going to get my gloves on and some paper towels and chip brushes. I'm going to splatter this guy, all right? Very carefully. Make a mess, Ted. That was the first thing I wanted to get away from when I was working at the prop house, is because I'd be on a job and they would, oh, stop, do this really quick. And multitasking, you end up getting nothing really, you overstep things, you miss things. I like doing one project at a time. I really do. I don't endorse doing multiple projects. Sometimes they have to. And I had to change gears because I was really working on these this feral ghoul costume, but this came up. So again, we're going to start with blue, and we're going to spatter it. So I'm going to spatter in this direction so I don't go in the same direction of my paints here. So let's move that real quick here. All right. There you go. So we go with the blue first. Load it up. There you go. Just perfect. Very, very light. I always kind of throw it down so I get a little bit lighter, right, like that. Go around. Yeah, perfect. All right. The blue is there. I know it's hard to see, guys, but it is there. That's great. Set that aside. Done with the blue. As a matter of fact, I suggest we should dry this first before we do anything else. That was definitely something Tim Gore talked about. Every time we do anything, he had to dry between each coat because they will overlap and do different colors and whatnot. But you definitely want to do a don't want things to bleed too much. So. And the one thing I'm looking at right here, guys, see this thing attached to the head? Now with the airbrush, I'm going to do some like red irritations and veins coming out from this. We'll make this more interesting because it's just stuck on the head, but I want to show that it's going into flesh, so we'll have some fun with that. Okay, great. Next color is our vial green. You do the same technique. Right. Oops. Ooh, yikes. Hold on. A little too heavy. Hold on. That's what's cool about the paper towel. If it's too heavy, you just come back and blot it. That's better. Here. Oops. Load back up. Okay. Excellent. Set that aside. That's done. If there's some big ones you can see, that's where the paper towel comes in. A little too thick, you just touch it and soak them up a little bit, which I don't mind too much of them. It's just like, yeah, okay. Hair dryer. Oops. A little thick one in here. Got that. Oh, sorry. Kathy goes, are you going to clean your brush between like Bob Ross? No. I just blot it, Kathy. I just blot it on a paper towel to get the moisture color. But like I was watching Tim Gore. He doesn't do that. Yeah, he doesn't clean his brush so much. He just dries it out and then splatters it. My question was for you, David. Oh, does the helmet... Okay. Yeah, you know the Klingons. I love a Klingon. That's one of my things. I was really debating because I love Klingons and I wanted to build a Klingon costume because their bodies and their armor stuff is very simplistic. I mean, it isn't, but I know I can make them. And I was just like, what stopped me was I can't speak Klingonese, and I don't want to disrespect the Klingon fans that really are into Klingons and dress as Klingons and speak Klingon. I don't speak Klingon, but all right. I think that's dry. Yeah, let's go to another color. Now we're on to vascular violet is our next color. So again, I can do a little spattering. Vascular violet. What I do is I dip the brush in there and kind of load it up, and then flick off most of it like that because it's too heavy. Get most of it out, and then back up a little bit, and you spatter like, oh, there you go. Wow, it just does look better. And it's so funny. I'm starting to catch on to this Tim Gore technique. I like it. So. Oh, it's really cool. It's really coming together. It looks nice. Very spotty, but okay. So the vascular violet is done. Moving that aside over here. So again, let that dry. So while it's drying, I can chat with you all. Ted, there are some of us Klingon fans who don't speak Klingon. We would be no disrespect. Oh, really? Fantastic. Then I would love to be a Klingon. Because I got the beard, I would make a Klingon, and I would have like big gray brows. I'd be like an old Klingon. Ooh, okay. That's exciting. I love Klingons. I was a little, here's a story for you. We were working on, I worked at the prop house. I think you guys know this story. And we got, Star Trek came through, and we got to do props for Star Trek. And me, a kid growing up on Star Trek, I'm like, what? Star Trek? And this is after they rebooted the one with J.J. Abrams. The first one, which it was all right. Wasn't terrible. And I liked it. So I was like, oh, cool, they're going to do another one. And we started working. I built the giant Klingon. So I was pumped. We made Klingon pistols and Klingon rifles, and we made bat lifts and all that stuff. And then the movie came out. It was Star Trek Into Darkness, and it was terrible. They took Khan and they ruined it. JJ just ruined it. Like, it was just terrible. So anyway, so that was a big, like, I got to work on it, and it ended up being the worst one. Like, wah, wah, wah. So, yeah. Anyway. I used to be able to say some insults in Klingon. Yeah, dude, the spattering. I wasn't too great with a brush, and now playing with it, I've gotten better at it. So I think when it was these brushes, I got the bristles are really stiff on it, and they work really well. So yeah, this is working great. I'm going to really take this opportunity, guys, and just refresh my coffee, and I'll be right back. So guys, please, you know the word. Stand by. Mm. Mm. Friction Factory. It's what you know what I would do first. I would actually get some clay and I would sculpt myself a brow. I haven't done that in ages, but I could. I'm making a nice. I mean, I think don't they make some? I know there's some, but I figured I could probably make my own. Sculpt my own brow. And put do a brow and you have and then have kind of do what I did with my Borg. Have the brow and then do the wig, do like hair on it, and then punch the hair in and pull it all back, make it crazy. Yeah, yeah, I'd love to do that. It'd be fun. Be a big gray Klingon. Always says people say, I don't know any clean jokes. What's going on here? Star Trek After Darkness was great. Brian. You can have it. Here's again. It's what's the thing about great about movies is that everybody has their opinion. And you can like it. I just I wasn't a fan of it. Hey Steve, welcome. Hello. Oh wait, so what color we're at now? We just did the vascular violet. Did we do yellow? No, we haven't. Yellow's next. Here we go. We're gonna do yellow next. All right, here we go. Overhead. I'm gonna spatter some yellow. All right. My technique I found is I just load the brush up really heavy and then flip out the worst of it first, and then do very light spatters in the distance, like that. This and then. Okay, done. There's some heavy ones in here, but that's fine. You know what I like though is that the white still shows through, and I was really concerned about having it too lifelike, but I think having it being the white base with the spattering on top of it, it's going to make it a little bit more interesting. It's definitely looking better. All right, so the yellow is done. Set that aside, let that dry. Ooh, this is going quick, so we can hurry up and get this airbrush and we start doing veins. That's what I want to start doing. Do the veins next. Hey, really quickly, people just joined. Hey, Steve, we're painting the Borg head today from my costume I'll be wearing at the Creations Entertainment Star Trek Vegas I will be at. And I've had this costume for years, and I recently pulled out to put it on. Of course, it doesn't fit me, so I did some modifications to it. And in doing that, it's one thing that's funny, when you build a costume and you go back on something you built 10 years ago and you look at it and go, oh my God, I would build this completely different now. And the things I've learned over the years, the first thing I did was I have to change a bunch of stuff. So I did. I'm changing it. And the other thing too is my painting skill over the years have gotten better. I'm a little more comfortable with painting. So I've learned some stuff from friends, but also from YouTube and my friend Tim Gore after watching those videos. So I'm starting to apply some of the techniques I've learned onto this costume so I can get the Borg costume and pull it out of retirement and wear it. And I'm telling you what, it's looking so super cool. So I might be bringing it to other conventions in the future. Local conventions, that is. It's so hard to travel with this stuff. Because when you travel, you have to sacrifice something. That's what always blows me when I see Yaya Han and all these big cosplayers and stuff traveling, and they have their table displayed and they have costumes. And I finally realized she has a team of people she travels with. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I couldn't do that. I can't bring a booth and then bring costumes. It's not happening. So I will not have a booth at the Creations Entertainment convention for Star Trek. They're bringing me out as a judge, so I thought, well, that's cool. I can bring a costume. Hold on. Somebody said. Kevin said, "Do you think the Borg Queen was jumping the shark?" Look, I understand where you're coming from because in the concept of the show of the Borg, there is no one; they're all a collective. Like the Borgs are a unity; they're not single mind. There's one mind. They're one mind. So that's how they set up the show. And then when the movie came out, of course, they had screenwriters had to come up with something kind of cool and creative. So they threw the Borg Queen in, which I think they kind of lifted from James Cameron's Aliens, bringing a queen, an alien queen. Same thing with Alien. Alien was originally kind of an entity by itself, but here's the thing: I don't mind it because I let it slide a little bit. But in reality, it would have jumped the shark if it was done badly. But they did a great job with the Borg Queen. So how they brought her in and kind of like explained her as if she was always there. Like, okay, but it was fine. But I let it slide. Not a big deal. So, I was going to suggest a channel of my friend who displays both. Both of what? Sorry, I'm missing conversations there. Some of those cosplayers ships their display separately. Was it Nintendo Lunchbox says, "Oh my God, I fantasize about being the Bird Queen and just crack my spine when I'm." Hey Trill, holy crap! I'm actually awake and around the. Hey, Trill, what's up? It's been ages. Hold on, guys. My dear friend Trill's in chat. I haven't seen you. Oh my God, Trill and I used to be like Twitch streamers, big time. Bees have been queens. Displays a Borg. San Francisco's a lot of queens. Oh my God, try LA too. Love queens. Queens everywhere. Let queens rule the universe. Long time no see. You got that right, Trill. Hold on. We're doing spatter technique really quickly. Let me catch Trill up. What we're doing, we're painting a Borg head today, and I'm doing various different colors. Oh, is this high as it goes? I guess it is as high as it goes. So, in that case, let me just. We got this. If you bring it a little closer, there you go. You guys can see the spattering. See all the colors happening. I'm really digging it. So it's breaking up the paleness. So our next color is Surgery Sienta, which is right here. And what I do is I load the brush up like that. Let it drip a little bit, and then flip out the excess like this, and then make it a little, and then back up a little bit like this guy, like that. Flip around over here, back here. Wow, there's so many colors in this guy. And that it's a Borg too. It just kind of makes it really work there. And the thing is, the edge where the Borg. I'm really gonna do some like reddish, purple and reddish stuff, and have veins coming up on them. I'm really gonna accent these edges because before it's just kind of. I had a little bit of black fade on it, but I'm gonna do some more with some more organic looking colors on this thing. All right, that's done. So what do? We set that aside, let that dry. And I get impatient, so I like to use the hair dryer. So while I'm hair drying, let's catch up with Chill. Hell yeah. The long ago Twitch times, Ted, got me started with cosplay and foam work, and have had my son so much support when I started out. Glad that you're doing well. Thank you. I'm hanging in there. I've done better, but I'm hanging in there. So I am getting by. As you heard, I know, here's the thing, they don't talk about this in the news or media anywhere because it's a shit show. Everybody just wants to talk about politics. But right now, the industry is dead in Hollywood. There's no movie making in Hollywood at all. The industry is not dying. It is dead. They're all gone. They all packed up London. After the big actor and writer strike and the studios dug in, they just went bankrupt. They burned all their money up, and now they have nothing to make. So they're like, ugh. So everything's packed up and went to London. So. Yeah, we have two more spatters. We got the crimson, the red, and then the it was the coagulated crimson and the blunt trauma, and then we're going to be done, and we're going to start airbrushing. Surviving is good enough right now. You're right, and I'm staying above water, and I have some plans, and I been busting my butt and stuff, so. Yeah, this spattering thing I really dig. I really like it. All right, oh, here we go. We got the next is the coagulated crimson. All right, here we go. So same thing, blow the brush up. Push up the excess. Come over here. That, spin on this side. Oop, hold on, some thick spots here. Some elongated ones I don't like it. So that's what the paper towel's for. If you see something a little bit too much, come back, just hit it. Right. Which kind of they're overlapping now and spattering, making different colors. It's kind of cool. So now it's not just stark white anymore. It's got something going on. And we're going to. That's the crimson, right? Let that dry. Catch up with chat really quick while it's drying. Then after this we do the blunt trauma umber, and then we start to fire up the airbrush and get my Iwata going. And I got to dial down the compressor to the again, everybody, really quickly, I'm gonna give my shout out to Iwata's airbrush I got from Spraygunner. Spraygunner is one of my sponsors. And look at this airbrush, and today we're going to be doing that today. We're going to do the airbrushing and the vein work on this guy. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. Doing the veins. Like I got some purple, right? There's some colors I really like here. I got this, yeah, this purple I like. And I got some red, some crimson. A little more concentrated. We do some purple and red veins in the head. Angie, hi Ted, love from. Oh hey, any plans for Akron visit? Hey Angie, guys, real quickly, a shout out to my friend Angie, who is my friend from St. Louis, where I am born and raised. I'm from St. Louis. Angie, how are you today? I don't know, Angie. Usually, Archon. It's invited me. I went out a couple times. I went out for 42, which was 42. I was there with Richard, Tom, and JD, and all those guys who all came out for that one. That was big fun. but they have not reached out to me yet. I would love to come, but just financial money and stuff like that. So, I have an airbrush, and it's freaking lovely, right, Trill? I always tell people, there's people who have intimidation about getting an airbrush. Is you get it, start playing with it, because once you start using it, you'll be mad at yourself if you didn't use it earlier. And the thing is, the biggest mistake people make a lot with airbrushes is that when you start using them, you got to clean them. Don't get lazy, start putting things and get aside and set the airbrush aside and forget about it. Once you use it, you take it apart and you clean it, or you clean it immediately. There's little techniques I usually, once I'm done painting, I'll run, like with these guys, they're super easy to clean because they're just water-based stuff. So you shoot water through it, some soapy water or some airbrush cleaner. You shoot it through there and immediately while it's still wet, it cleans your airbrush, so you don't have to strip it apart. So, but just being cautious of that and always keeping your airbrush clean is a big deal. But people get really intimidated about airbrushes, but I can't tell you enough. So you should go check out Spraygunner. I have a link for them below the video, so please, when this is all uploaded, I have a link for Spraygunner. Click on that link. Check them out, guys. They have great airbrushes. Exactly why are there so many no use nowhere near indicating that look. Exactly, that's where there's so many to use, and where and near is intimidating as they look. They do. Like, I won't lie, when I got my first guys, I can't recommend enough. When you start off with an airbrush, hold on. Oh, I can't get this too close to the camera. It's a Pache. A Pache airbrush is there. Can you just unscrew it for a second here? This is a Pache. I love this. When starting off with an airbrush, a Pache is the best because it's a real simple function. There's no dual action. You just press down spray and you adjust your flow of paint by adjusting this little wheel in the front here, this little tip. And I'm not kidding you, I've blown so much stuff through this. This airbrush I've literally had for years. When I first get an airbrush, and it's my first one, and I still have it, and it still works. It's great. I've used it for years. I'm just upgrading, but I wanted to do more fine detail work. But overall, man, if you guys are starting off, dude, Pache, focus. There's guys, Pache. These are such great airbrushes. And if you'd like to get one, jump over to eviltedsmith.com and go through my supply list and click on the airbrush link, because I have this particular model in my shop. Please get it. And sometimes the links are broken. If they are, let me know and I'll fix them. I've got to do a little shop maintenance on that site for a while. That's why I don't like airbrushes. That cleaning all the time. Brush is lousy. Oh, you're getting lazy, dude. Clean your airbrush. Yeah, Pache. Yeah. I think, yeah, that's it. Dude, just go to my website. I have it linked there. Check it out. All right. So let's put this back. Okay, so now our last color we have to spatter. This is the Blunt Trauma Umber. Soak of the brush like that. Good. Brush off the excess as much as you can. Do a little flip. Like that. And the front of the head a little bit more front. All right, got it. Fantastic, guys. We're done with our spatter coat. Set these guys aside and let's start thinking about. I'm going to go ahead and fire up the compressor, which will be loud, so hang on for a second. All right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera so you guys can see better when I'm painting, or at least what I'm painting. Hold on for a sec. Let's bring this over here. Hold on, guys. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. Here we go. A little closer. So we're going to do some veins. In order to know what I'm doing, let's get a piece of white card or some foam core, so when I spray, I can see what's coming out of the airbrush. This is the Iwata, and we're going to go ahead and yeah, into my. Oh, here's my other gun I got. This is my spray gun I got for No Name. This is a nice No Name minigun for laying down big heavy coats. I love this guy. Top feed. That's why I painted the my feral ghoul with base colors, because you can just lay it down really fast and heavy. Let's think about it. Let me get some foam core, some cardboard, something white. Oh, here you go. Perfect. I got my got an old pizza box right here. So we'll set the pizza box right here. Let's set that right over here so we can have access to this. Just before we start spraying my color. Let's do a little bit of water, right? Just a tad in my airbrush, like that, and a little bit of reducer, and let's get some crimson red. So one of the tricks I like to do when you airbrush is I put my finger over the tip and shoot air through it, and it causes it to bubble. What that does, that mixes the paint a little bit. So I have my lid on like that, and then I'm going to come over here. Here, let me show you guys. This is a dual action. So what it means is that when you push down, air's coming out, but the paint doesn't come out until you pull back on the trigger. So that's how you get a little bit of practice, because you're airbrushing, you're shooting the airbrush on here. For example, I'll show you guys. You go. So you go. So if I pull back very lightly, yeah, you go. That's nice. Tell you what, I like the color to be a little darker. So let's just do a couple more drops. You know what I'd like to do is add a little. Okay, put my lid on before I spill paint everywhere. Got it. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, see how fine I can get with this guy? Ooh, see how thin it? Look at that. That's crazy. I can get really fine lines with this guy. All right. Nice. Okay. So, moment of truth. Let's try this out. Let's try on the edge real quick here. I'm just going to put a little red right here on the edge here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's take this tape off now. Because now that I'm done spattering, we don't need this tape anymore. Here. Yeah, take this off. This will allow me to get a better edge on the paint here. Ooh, see that? Looks better already. All right. Let's get some scissors and cut this off. Get that. All right, get that. All right, fantastic. Oh man. All right, fantastic. All right. Yeah. Tell you what, let's do I'm gonna get some a little bit more. I like the darker color. Let's do. Tell you what, let's finish up with this really lightly, and then I'm gonna come back with. I'm gonna come back over this with the. There we go. Good, good, good. All right. So my thinking is, let's go ahead and dump that back in here. I want a little bit of a darker, and again, just pour some water through here, clean out the airbrush real quick. And again, I don't mind if it mixes a little bit. Let me get a dumping cup. Just dump this paint. Yeah, here you go. Get the excess out of there. Got it. Okay. There is some colors I was really looking at here. I like this. The sienna I really like a lot too. What's that, Becky? Becky goes, made some clothes. Becky goes, I'm ducking the hate Discord. I put some stuff on soundboard. So Corpsey, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing a this is the I like this the Surgery Sienna. I tell you what, let's oh, it's not playing nice to my phone. Oh, that's right, Becky, because you're on your phone right now. Back on the headpiece looks like what? Yeah, this is I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm probably going to shoot a couple. I like the pink, but I need another color to it. Oh, here it is, the vascular violet. Let's use that. Let me play with that vascular violet. There it is. It's right here. Let me put that in an airbrush real quick. Let me just dump that in here. See what this looks like. Yeah, I'm just add a little bit more. Just add a little more drop of vascular. Hey, Boom Boom, what's up, man? How you doing? I am in the process of painting my Borg head, and I'm adding some kind of fleshy elements to it. I'm trying to break it a little more organic looking. Let's get that. Where's that card? Where's my? Oh, pizza box. Here it is. Over here. Grab a pizza box real quick. There we go. Got it. Some vascular violet. Put that on top of this a little bit more. Yeah. Oop. Right. All right. Okay. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and let's get into the veins. Let's dump this back in here like that. Let me get a purple, like, I want to get a really nice concentrated. What is this color here? What is this? This thing, plant trauma, umber, no. This is the, let me get a good purplish blue. I want to start doing, make a really concentrated batch and just start doing some veins. I'm gonna do some veins up on the head because I like this. I want to start doing some veins. Yeah. And again, this is where my skill level, I like the pain, is getting used to this because and making the veins on this, right? All right, let me find a good vein color, guys. Hold on for a second. Ooh, this is like a cold blue. Let's try that. All right. Yeah, see, yeah, guys, you see the spattering now? Looks really good. It probably looks even better from a distance. Hold on, do a. Well, not really. It's kind of hard to see. It's definitely taken out the whiteness to it, but it's like, again, it doesn't look that great on video camera, but it does look better in person. So I'm going to do some veins. I'm going to fire up this airbrush. Tell you what, let's move this head over here before we start painting, because I want to try to get this vein technique down first before I start spraying on this head. So let's get a little drop of water, just a little dab in here, like this. Just a little dab. Boop, there we go, like that. And then a little bit more water, just a tad more. A couple drops. Tell you what, you know what I should do? Let's mix this in a cup. Let me just mix this in a cup and then pour it in. So you get a better mix on it, Ted. Let's do that. So. Right. Get some. Mix it up nice. Nice and solid. There you go. And now I'm going to try to draw. See how much compressor. I mean, it's there, but it's really faint. It's almost like, well, anyway, these paints are transparent, so I'm wondering, might get some Tamaya. I might just mix up some Tamaya. Because these paints are designed to be translucent, which is definitely what it needs to be done with, you know. Oops, sorry. Make sure the color, okay, it's coming through. Good, good, good. Now, if you can get really close, and that's what I'm trying to get down, you get it really close and just pulling back very little. There we go. Okay. It's just, it's so faint, but let me give it a shot. Here we go. Get really. All right. Let's try this spot first. See. Too wet. Yeah, it's not. It works. It's this spreading on the plastic. It sticks to the poster board really well because it's absorbing. This is resisting. So hold on a minute. You know what I'll do? I have some. I have a plan here. Let's see. Because this is, I'm not painting on rubber. I'm painting on plastic, so it's kind of reacting differently. So how about this? Let's dump the blue. Let's clean up this airbrush real quick with some water. Yeah, here we go. Hi guys, I'm gonna clean up my airbrush real fast. And let's get a cup, let's dump that. Now, I could really easily get in with a paintbrush And you know something? That's what I'm thinking about doing because I'm just not that skill level yet. It's not that this is not the tool to use it with, but it's just I want to get this guy done, and I want to do veins on it. But I think I can do veins really good with a fine tip brush and some paints. So how about that? Let's just switch gears for a second because I know we could do that. I'm just not at the skill level to control this airbrush yet. I need a lot more practice. But in the meanwhile, let me clean this airbrush real fast and set this aside for now. Perfect. One thing about Tim Gore's paints is great. It's all acrylic and water-based, so it's like non-toxic. It's easy to work with. So dump this airbrush. Fantastic. There's my airbrush holder. Oh, right here. And let's clean this lid real quick. Because if I don't clean it now, guys, I will just forget, and then it won't get done. So. Oh, sent Teddy set. Tell him if you want to try some. Was that Brian? What do you? Oh, send me what? Okay. Hold on. Got it. Fantastic. We're going to take this airbrush. So here. What's your? Oh no! You idiot! It's so funny, guys. I've got that big rant. You do that big rant about cleaning your airbrush. I left black paint in my airbrush last night. So I gotta take this thing apart and clean it after stream. Good job, Tim. Good job. Alright, so let's take this apart. Focus. Focus, come on. Come on. Come on, focus. Success. Camera needs to focus. Yeah, it's trust me, I have friends who can just do it like with an airbrush because they've done it all the time. So I like the airbrush. I know how you want to do these veins, and I can just do it with a brush so quickly and easily with a brush. So I'm thought we'll do that another time because right now I want to get this thing done. So let's set these paints aside for a second. You know, could I just do that with a brush with their paint? No, let's use the Tamiya. Tamiya just, it'll stick to the plastic better. Or, wait a minute. Hold on for a second, guys. Let me try something real quick. I have an idea. I have an idea. Let's take a really good brush. I got some brushes. I get a fine tip brush here, guys, real quick. Let me grab my fine tip brush and all my jars. Okay. That could be cleaned better. Let's grab some fine tip brushes here over here. There you go. This is one right here. Perfect. This guy's perfect. Can do some veins with this guy. I have an idea. Let me just drip some crimson on a piece of plastic. On a piece of plastic here. Let me see what I got here. Button cord right here. Let's just try. I took some paint, just here, let's go overhead. Let's do something like that. There's some veins, see, right here. Like that. Look at that guy's veins. And what I'm doing is I'm dipping the right into his paints and just not using any thinner. Like that, and then branch out a little bit thinner. Not bad. I mean, kind of see them, right? And then a couple over here, maybe. I should add some reducer to it, make it a little bit transparent, maybe. But I don't know. All right, not too much, Ted. Just don't go too crazy. Less is more, kind of, right? All right. I always remember a vein is very much like a tree. Tree branches, it's the same thing. It's always just moving toward the scattering through your body. So just little random ones. And my plan is I'm going to go back in with some blue too. Do some blue veins. I've got some red ones here. And definitely want to take the red, and I got an idea here. Let's thin it down a little bit. Here. Let's do a little red here. And do some crimson in there. Hold on. Yeah, you know, I think I'm done with the, let's do one more. Let's do another red one right here. This little red guy right here. that, and like that, and let that dry. And we'll do some blue, and we'll call it done. And the next thing to do is we'll do a clear coat. I like it when things work. Yeah, this is looking a little bit better. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's go to so you guys can see a little better. All right. I'm gonna do the same thing with the blue. I'm just gonna water the blue down a little bit. Now, granted, it'd be cool if you had somebody who knew how to use an airbrush, but it's not bad. I definitely want to do some veins around this. So let me do that, but let me do that in my. Let me put that in my lap because I find it's hard to manage on camera here real quick. So I'm gonna do this right. Just do this. Oops. Hey, hold on. Let's do some crimson here. Just a little drop. A little dab will do ya. Oh yeah, this looks so much better. This looks really good now. Just need to be a little darker with the red. That's all it needed. Because I'm doing it, and it's kind of fading a little bit, which looks nice. Here you go. Yes, much better, Ted. Good, good. Let's get a little bit of veins here going. Mm-hmm. Ooh, yes. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Nice. Alright, guys. Over here, she goes. Check it out. Looking all veiny. I'm gonna touch these guys up too a little bit, these veins a little bit. Make them just a little thinner in some spots. Make them a little more connected. Yeah. Make this guy connected too. Alright, more. This guy needs to connect better. This connects better. Alright, and we get this and this. And we just run this along the edge like that. Perfect. Alright. That's it. That's what it needed. A little extra oomph on the edges like this. Wow. See? Oh, sorry. It gets all blown out. Back up a little bit. There you go. So now what we'll do is let that dry. And then we'll do some blue. What's this? Yeah, please do not. Please do. We mustn't disrespect Mahano's work. What? I'm sorry. Never mind. I'll stop. I think reimagining things is flattering. Yeah. Here's the thing with reimagining things, but people, that's everything. Everybody's doing everything. Everybody's mashups everything. People mash this, mash that, move things around. This Borg, as a matter of fact, speaking of Borgs, this is a mashup between the TV show Borg and the movie Borgs, which you talked about earlier. The TV ones, because it's TV, they had to people don't understand when you're doing television, they have to shoot so damn fast and the turnaround so fast that they had an idea and they made these suits. And I was able to work. I got to work at a prop house called Precision. Yes, it's two Borgs, the TV show Borg and the movie Borgs together. Because I like a little bit of both of them, so I borrowed them. But on the TV show, how they did the Borgs. Hey, Sunday Night Funnies, just subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you for the subscription. And if you guys like this, please, I do this every Sunday at 9 a.m. I do have patterns in my shop. Get Lotus and the Borg vibe from the costume. Yeah, but the TV show, they just did parts and had these guys in brown jump. It's like a black and brown colored theme they had for the TV shows. If you watch the old shows. And as the show progressed, they got a little bit more money. They're able to up-jazz the Borgs a little bit better. I think one of my favorite ones was because you have makeup guys who are not model makers. They're just makeup guys. So when they're trying to make Borgs look mechanical, they're just grabbing stuff. And one of the Borg guys was a TIE fighter window from one of the model kits. Star Wars model kits, one of the eyes is a TIE fighter. It's the TIE fighter window cockpit. They stuck on a Borg for an eye. And as a kid, you're like, that thing is so iconic. It just jumped up. I'm like, hey, that's a TIE fighter window stuck on for an eye. Which then it became obvious obsessed. And I wanted to go out and get one just so I could do the eye like the one in the show. It's very funny. Yeah, this is good. We'll let this dry, and we're gonna do the blue veins, and then we'll. Was that Hugh? Was Hugh the one that had the TIE fighter eyeball? Yeah, somebody did. Yeah, maybe it was Hugh. It just jumped out at me. I'm like, oh, that's so funny. There's just certain things you have as a kid. That's like when I was watching Aliens and they're using the smart guns and the clips. Were these toys I had, and I recognized them immediately. I'm like, I have that at home. What? Because people don't realize that show was low budget. Aliens. They did a lot for the money they had. It was like 14 million, or like, it's. I think the irony was, Aliens was done. I think it was. They said 12, 13, 14 million, and that's what they had to do Star Wars in the 70s. They had I think it was 14 million to do Star Wars, and that's insane. And granted, a lot of that money was up for producers stealing half of it. But all right, let's get some blue, and let's do some blue veins, shall we? Hold on. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this on my lap, guys. I have more control doing veins to try and do this on camera. So hold on. With the brush, right? I've got some blue veins. Let's do a blue vein right here. Ooh, that's really strong. Make that a little thinner, guys. dude. Where am I? There you go, those are. So you guys can see this. There's the blue veins. Getting there. Somewhere here. There's some spots I missed. Like that. My plan is to have just some on the edge, not so much, but. I'm a little heavy in the front here, but sorry. It's getting there. It looks all right. I think it's okay. It's oh, hold on. Let me catch up with chat because wrong. Everything Ted does is a mashup from Alien Egg cues from serial movie Egg is Battle Angel combination manga and anime. Yeah, it's true. The various veins look cool. Yeah, I think it does. It's working. Don't get me wrong. I've never done like. Sorry guys, I'm gonna catch up. Let me just get back. I'm gonna catch up with chat real quick because I'm in the zone right now. Let me just finish this up really fast. And I just want the edges. I'm just kind of focusing mostly on the edges of the veins and trying to get some stuff going. These guys. There's one thing I'm definitely going to do is come back in with a brush on these edges of the seams and things. It looks much better with the brush and stuff here. Got that. Wow, you know, it's so funny. It's doing the blue. It's kind of pulling everything together. It's giving me what I want. So some of the red's a little bit too much, but I'll live with that. There's some red stuff is a little bit too bright, but that's all right. Some blue here. Some blue here, right? Yeah, some looks pretty good. Let me get some it's purple. And that red. Get a hair dry on this real quick. Hold on. Yeah, this looks great, guys. I think I'm it made me realize something though. When I go to do my makeup on, which a very small portion of my face shows, it's only like this side of my face shows, because I don't have to do my neck, I have to do a cheek. So I'm just going to do my cheek and then do some like, bring some makeup colors and do like the veins and everything. So when I drop this on, a very small portion of my face shows, which is nice. So I don't have to do makeup on my head or my neck, because the neck has a collar on it that I wear. There is a back of my head, which I think I might solve that with a spandex hood. I think I have black spandex hood I can slip on. But then I don't really need the spandex hood because this would be too tight with the spandex hood, so... Yeah, I don't need a hood. I'm good. This will be fine. Okay. Yeah, here, let's turn this guy off for a second. I'm done with this. Let's take this guy off. Let's take this camera off. Hold on, guys. Put this back. Fixing things back up. I had to rearrange some stuff for my stream. And speaking of that, that's too much. Okay, got it. All right. I mean, yeah, hold on. That might damage my screen. Let's not do that. Let's get a some double stick tape and fix that. Hold on, guys. Will you just get on there, you son of a bitch? Why is this thing so difficult all the time? Why do you have to be so difficult? Alright. Got it. Okay. Got it. I'm just putting my camera back up. Got it. Okay. And anyway, take this time to catch up with chat really quick, guys. And let's grab this head really quick. Show it to you. Yeah, it's not bad. Now I look at it here with the. See, there you go. Right? That's not bad. You get it, right? It's subtle. The next thing we have to do, I still have to do some blue veins on this guy. Hold on. See? I almost forgot. Dang it, Ted. So I want some veins on this too, with some blue ones up here. Thin. Don't need a lot, just a couple little strands, just like that, little strands. And then of course I'm gonna do the clear coat because that clear coat makes it pop. So there's a little bit of a clear coat that I'm gonna put on the airbrush. It'll pull this together, and there you go. See. And the modeling, it really did. It really brought this. Looks so much better. It really does. Looks great. Fantastic. Matte coats, shine. Yeah, it's no, it's actually it's a clear coat for this Tim Gore's colors. It's I have it in the brush. Let me see what it called. Yeah, call it something here. It's a yeah, translucent base, and you just put that over, kind of like what I did with the Borg costume. That Borg costume, guys, I was really under the impression I was gonna bring this camera so you guys can hear me better. I was really under the impression I was gonna have to repaint that costume, and I pulled everything in, everything was all dull and matte and kind of faded over time. So I started making alterations to it, and I was like, I wonder if this take a little clear coat on this. I didn't want to spray it. I just wanted to use some glossy Mod Podge and a brush. And I did it, and it just brought the paint back to life. I'm like, oh, like a clear coat. Like my wife, when my wife would do oil paintings, she'd do everything and let it dry. The oil painting would dry, and then when she was done, she'd do a varnish on it, and it would bring the life to the color back. Like, oh, that's what painters do. when they do oil painting, they let it dry and they go do a varnish on it. It makes everything, all the colors pop. So. But the, yeah, so when this is done, when it gets dry, I'm gonna hit it with this, this clear coat over it, let it dry, and then I'll, yeah, I think that'll be it. That'll be done. Now I know this is designed for rubbers. It's acrylic. I mean, it should be all right, right? When you airbrush it, it's an acrylic base. I know it's designed for. I wonder if I just do an acrylic clear coat of a spray. Because I really want this to permanent. Yeah. So I'm debating because this looks really nice. It's vacuum foam plastic, not a rubber head. Because this stuff is designed for rubber and latex painting. Yeah, watch how the white balance just blows out when you bring the head up and it goes dark. Yeah, the gloss, that's what saved that costume, because I originally did think matte, which got me rethinking my Battle Sister costume, because I like my Battle Sister costume a lot, and I built it, and I'm gonna have my friend Desert Rose Cosplay. She's gonna wear it for me for a photo shoot, and I'm thinking about what would be fun is to have her as a Battle Sister and have me as one of those ground soldier guys from Fallout. Not Fallout, goddamn Ted. Warhammer. My friend Metal Mind Cosplay made some armor from those guys. I think it was a Metal Mind, or is it somebody prop? There's 3 or 4 different pattern makers out there I really like a lot. Yeah, you're right. If it's thin enough, just do it with an airbrush. I'm fine. So I'm doing my clear coat and call it done, and then I put the costume on last night in my abdominal piece, which I put on here. I'll show you guys real quick. This is the Borg abdominal piece I have. I built, and I modified it. I had to make it wider on the side, which added these white additions, like this side piece here, and did all that and repainted them and blended them all in. So once I did that, then I got them on. The thing I realized is the strapping is short, so I have to readjust the strapping, make it a little bit longer, and this still falls short. It falls just underneath my chest piece, just like a little bit. So I'm just gonna bump this up, add 2 inches. I'm gonna add 2 inches from here all the way down to the side. I'm probably gonna just keep this open. I don't know, I might just do, just probably from here up. Probably from here up, just add 2 inches all the way up, and then because it's when I move, it just pops out all the time. It's just a little bit, so I just need to extend it. And I always find if you extend it, it's always best to do an extra, like an inch. Looks like it's going to clear it, you make it 2. So I'm going to do 2 inches spacing on this thing. And I'm going to do that today after stream. And then once that's done, and I'm happy to say I'll be able to wear the Borg costume again. So next time a convention comes up, but with this particular costume, I need a handler, because I need somebody to help me get in it, and I need somebody to get me out of it. So my friend Stephanie is going to be at the convention. I'm like, when I found out she was going to be there, I'm like, oh, thank God, I need help getting into my Borg costume. Brian, you'll see it. Here's the plan. At Star Trek Vegas, I looked at their website, and there's these guys that have like a Borg area of at least they did the last couple of years. So if they do it every year, it'd be cool. I think they have a bug, like with those recharge stations from the Borgs. These guys lean up against them and whatnot. They have an area, so I'm gonna get dressed up and have somebody, and bring my, hopefully get somebody with a really good camera and take some nice shots of me on the Borg set in my Borg costume, so I can post pictures of that. And I want to plan is to get some nice pictures of me in my Borg costume, that I can get turned into 8x10s and then put that onto my additional on my photos I want to have. I can't believe it. I got to clean my airbrush today. I let that paint out last night. It's so funny after telling you guys about cleaning your airbrushes, and I left mine with paint in it. So I literally got to take the whole thing apart and strip it because it's Tamiya and it's lacquer based, like oil paint. Like it's clogged the airbrush, so I got to scrub the crap out of it. Ugh. Last thing I want to do. So some future projects, possibly a Klingon. I know there's some. Oh my God, Kevin. Holy crap! It's 11 o'clock, guys. We did great today. I got that done. Got the head painted. Mission accomplished. I still got to do a little bit of the clear coat, and after that, I got to clean up that airbrush. Mess. What a mess. Oh my God, guys. You know something? I saw the most amazing, hold on. Dang it. The most amazing GI robot costume. And her costume's so great, I was going to share her post. I haven't got around to it yet, but hold on. Let me go to my Instagram real quick, because an old friend of mine, Tina, who did it, very young, talented cosplayer, maker. Let me see if it shows my likes. You guys. Hold on. I'll find her. You guys, because when I saw this, I thought of you guys. Hold on. There it is. Hold on. You guys are going to follow her. All right? Let me get some good pictures of her. Hold on. Let me find I just get some better pictures of her. Come on, Tina. Where's that GI robot? I think other people are posting pictures of her GI robot. Anyway. Hold on. Focus. Come on. It'll do it. Come on, be patient. Come on, focus, you son of a bitch. Anyway. She's, oh, damn it. Anyway, oh, there it goes. That's her name right there. Go follow her, guys. It's B-I-L. Yeah, see that? Give her a follow. Because her GI robot is the shit. Because I was going to build mine, and there's things I was going to cut corners on to make it a little bit more doable for me personally. And she didn't do that. She's like, no, I'm doing this. She embodied the giant jaw, kind of, she really embraced the anime version of it. The big floating jaw, and like, yeah, it's just, and the body chunky and tubes, and yeah, she really did a fantastic job on it. And of course she did, because she's working over at Henson's now, and she's probably picked up some mad skill sets working at Henson's, working with those guys, and I'm sure she's learning things from them and their techniques and how to make stuff. But so yeah, to me, that's been there and done that. She did it. She killed it. And it's almost like, that's so cool. And I was always hoping, and I've seen other people do them. I saw a couple of people starting to build them, but nothing like that. That one's spot on. She did a fantastic job. That I'm like, that's the GI robot. That somebody did it and embraced it. And the guys that she's with, too, are just all of the other characters from that Get back to your medieval Luigi. Let's turn this off. Let me sorry guys. Let me start packing this up. Yeah, and she's really talented. Tina is, and she apparently she got an Emmy for doing some designs for Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock, the reboot Fraggle, like the new Fraggle Rock. Down to Fraggle Rock, down to Fraggle Rock. All right. My friend Ben, I think, did some stuff for dozers. Here's my little side light thing I use when I'm streaming for you guys. So set this right down here. Fantastic. Real quickly, guys, I have the cons up. I have my Star Trek is up. That's going in. Man, it's coming up. It's like next week. It's like August. So that's why the mad rush for the Borg getting done, which looks great. So yeah, the dozers, right? Those little guys. The dozers, and they made some like remote control ones, little dozer drive around vehicles and stuff. I know Fraggle Rock was a little bit from me. It was like I was a little too old by the time Fraggle Rock kicked in. I knew people in their 30s, people about 10 years behind me loved Fraggle Rock, and I didn't grow up in Fraggle Rock. I was too old by that time. But anyway, everybody, quickly, people came by. Thank you for subscribing. Somebody subscribed today. Again, thank you so much again, everybody. I'm Evil Ted. If you do like these videos and like what I do here, I do have a website, eviltedsmith.com, where I sell patterns and inventory and supply listings. And if you shop through my Amazon link, helps me keep making videos. Plus, I have a whole tutorial of videos on YouTube. So every pattern you get, I have a tutorial that goes with it. I just finished up my Mega Man X helmet, and I just needed to learn how to put music because I was able to. Again, I had some delays because my Macintosh died, and so I had to relearn editing on the PC, which is basically the same thing, but some things just don't. There's some things that are not working. Like I can't when I download my music from my OBS, it doesn't go where it's supposed to go, so I don't know where it's going. So I got to find out so I can put music in the video, and it's basically done. So I'm gonna have that up pretty soon. Oh, the giant. Yeah, the giant. Dave says, are you ever going to come to East to Montreal, Canada? I'm sorry, who's asking that? Dave, this is how it works. You got to let them know you want me as a guest. People that run conventions don't know who I am. They don't. It's not their job. You guys know who I am. You're cosplayers, you're makers. People that run conventions don't build costumes. They don't watch videos. They don't watch tutorials. They run conventions, and that's what they do. I mean, they have some people below them that do that, but overall, Elko Pop, that's where you're at right now, right, Becky? Getting ready to? When is that? Is that happening right now? But you guys want me at their conventions, you have to let them know you want me. Because I have no power over that, guys. It really doesn't work that way. I would love to go to every convention out there, but doesn't you guys let them know because they don't know who I am. You know who I am. They don't. But again, I don't take it personally because it's not their job to know who I am. They make money and run conventions. That's why you see posts from conventions going, hey, who would you like to see this year? And then everybody goes, and they throw you like a bazillion names. And that's why I'm trying to stay relevant and make videos, get out there. And that's why I stream every Sunday, is so you guys can stay on top of who I am, what I'm doing. And so that's it. Whew, anyway, guys. Oh, Becky says 8th and 9th. Okay, that's like. Enjoy, Becky. Have fun. I like Elko. And Casey Renee's there. They're bringing her back, right? Casey Renee has been there before, right? I'm sure Casey made an impression on them because they obviously liked her enough to bring her back. I'm pretty sure she went before, right? Or is this their first time? Oh, never done. Okay, I thought. Oh, I'm confusing with another con she went to. It was her first time. Well, excellent. I'm glad they brought her out. She's great. They're gonna love her. She's got some good classes. She really is very educational when it comes to sewing. Oh wait, oh that was Kevin said never done. Oh, first year. Okay. Oh, it's first year. Got it. Yeah, Dave, please just let them know, and also get your friends. Tell them if, like, hey, you know what that is? Yeah, like you got to bombard them. There was one con in Germany that I had to do that, and and these all my friends bombarded the con, and the con was like, "Hey, dude, we got it. You like Evil Ted? Knock it off." And did it work? No. It's like the irony was that they threw it out there. They wanted me. I think they had me. They had me like once, 1 year or a year before, or something like that. And I wanted to go back. They didn't bring me back, so I got a bunch of my German friends, and we did this big campaign to get me out there. And the con told them, "All right, we got it. Knock it off." And I went, "All right, f you guys." I don't know which con it was in Germany, but they were like all bent. They got flooded with Evil Ted responses, and they're like, "Well, we know what people like." Like, dude, you got flooded with responses to bring me out, and you blew them off. Right? It's weird, isn't it? People's egos. And no, it's just I laugh because it's not just German. That just happens. People, there's politics and there's egos, and it's crazy. But you just move forward, have a good time, and I love making stuff. And it's fun that you guys keep coming back and you hang out with me every Sunday. It inspires me to keep making stuff and give me ideas and techniques. I am working secretly. Well, it's not done yet. I'm working on a spacesuit. I'm working on the spacesuit for some time. I'm making 2 spacesuits, and once I get them all dialed in, because I don't want to make patterns, but it's one of those things I want to make it. I want to get the whole thing done first, make sure everything works, and I like the pattern, so I don't make any changes. Because I've done it before, where you start making something, or make a video, and then you build something, and go, I should change this, should change that. So instead, I'm just going to build all the way through, then make my notes, and then I'll make a video about building it. All right, guys. This has been fun today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And this head looks fantastic, and the spattering technique looks great. It just kind of knocks down the little veins and stuff on it. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. So I'm just gonna put my clear coat, and we'll call it done. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I will catch you back next time right here on Evil Ted. And again, everybody, please like. Oh wait. Do not forget, like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Get some subscribers. I want to try to get 200,000 subscribers. I'm so close. I'm 195. We love you, Ted, Bill. You and Bill Duran were my inspirations in starting foam smithing. David, dude, I don't know. Bill Duran. It's awesome. Bill is mostly dedicated to his Patreon. He still puts videos up, but not as like he used to. So I think he's just kind of like got burned out with YouTube and their algorithms, and just said, "Screw you guys! I make money through my Patreons." So Bill was smart enough to cater to his Patreons. So he makes stuff strictly for the patrons now. So, and then when videos get played out through Patreon, then he eventually puts them on YouTube. But that's what he does, which I think is a great idea. Works for him. I love engaging with you guys. You are my friends. I like hanging out with you guys. So I like to see you every Sunday. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Great learning experience. Oh, thank you, Kathy. C goes, work cares away. Work your cares away. That's right, Steve. T Dozer. Until next week. That's right, Jesse. Bye, everybody. Have a great one today. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, I'm working on it. Just got to keep out there. It helps if I have more tutorial videos, and I do have a tutorial coming up. It's just not one thing, it's another. So, all right, guys, take care. See y'all. Catch you next Sunday at 9 a.m.